The New York Giants might not even get the chance to draft a quarterback in this upcoming draft, and it's not even their fault. The Giants have the number 6 overall pick in this upcoming NFL draft. And you know the top quarterbacks that are going to come out: Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels. 3 quarterbacks could possibly going in the first 3 picks with the teams that are making those selections. We got the Chicago Bears at 1, the Washington Commanders at 2, and the New England Patriots at 3. If you look at 3 of those teams, they all might be in the market for a quarterback, and the Giants might not even be able to select their guy no matter what they want to give up, no matter what it takes to get that quarterback. When you look at this whole team altogether, the Giants, heading into this offseason, if you look back a year ago, we didn't think we would be even contending to pick a quarterback. We thought we would improve off of what happened last year. Daniel Jones got paid, and this whole year was a disaster. But in the middle of the season, there was a silver lining to it. The Giants were putting themselves in a position where, hey, they might either get Caleb Williams or Drake May. One of the two at least. And now, a couple days after the season ended, the Giants find themselves in no man's land, picking at number 6 behind a lot of quarterback-needy teams. And if the Chicago Bears decide to not trade away any of their picks, then the Giants have no option to trade up at all. The only option the Giants have at this very moment is to trade up to the number 1 overall spot. While the season was winding down, there was a chance maybe if the Cardinals stayed up in the top 4, the Giants have a trade partner with the Cardinals. There was that chance going towards the end of the season, with the Giants winning the last game and also the Cardinals winning their last game. The Giants ended up moving back to 6, the Cardinals moved back to 4, and at this point, we can't even trade up with the Cardinals. There's no use for trading up with the Cardinals. We know the Cardinals are not going to be getting a quarterback. They're going to stick with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray looked good towards the end of the season. But when we look at teams like the Bears, when we look at teams like the Commanders were going in thinking that Sam Howell was going to be their guy. Well, guess what? They're going to either get Drake May or Caleb Williams. Best believe they're drafting a QB. The New England Patriots have Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi. They bench Mac Jones to play Bailey Zappi, and Zappi looked terrible. They're drafting a quarterback. The only question is whether the Chicago Bears will trade their pick. And when we look at what the Giants can offer, what do we have to offer? We might have to throw in a player like a Dexter Lawrence, which a Dexter Lawrence would be crazy. I saw a mock trade with the Giants giving up 3 first-round picks and Dexter Lawrence. That would be insane. I'm not doing that. But you might see a Kayvon Thibodeau and 2 first-round picks traded to the Bears. That might be what it has to take. A young star as well as first-round picks. And at this point, you have to wow the Bears as much as you want. But even if you give them everything they could maybe want and desire, or even more, if they want Caleb Williams, they're taking Caleb Williams. The Giants might not have any opportunity to go get their quarterback. And it's a scary thought, because if they don't, where do they go? Now, I'm on board. Hopefully Joe Schoen can pull something through. I definitely think we need to add a quarterback this year. Whether it be those top 3, you want those top 3 quarterbacks in this draft. But you might see them pivot to another quarterback, and that scares me. J.J. McCarthy, if he declares, he might be a quarterback that can be taken by the Giants. Michael Penix late could be taken by the Giants. You never know. If they find their guy and they like their guy, they're going to take a quarterback. But if they leave the draft without one, it kind of puts us in a scary spot, because there's no telling that the Giants will finish with this type of draft pick next year. You can't bet on that. It's pretty much a crapshoot drafting a quarterback in the top 10 regardless. But beyond that, not taking a QB gives you no leeway to even explore potentially having a quarterback to take us to the promised land. To be able to have a quarterback come in on a rookie salary and try to build around that QB. For a couple years now, we've had this mentality. Let's make sure we're building this team, so when a quarterback does slide in, we can get one. But we might be building this team to be kind of competitive and kind of not, where it puts us in a position where, hey, we got to bank that there's a quarterback that falls in the draft, and we draft him, and hopefully he's going to take us to the promised land. And that's a lot to bet on. You don't see Russell Wilson's pop up out of nowhere. You don't see Lamar Jackson's pop up all the time. Quarterbacks that weren't taken early and ended up flourishing into what they are now. Sometimes that doesn't happen. And especially for Giants fans, we know when we draft certain players, some people don't even pan out and they're top 10 players in the draft. We can look at the history. Eli Apple, Eric Flowers. At this point, we can even look at Evan Neal. So even if we pivot, if we say, let's get best player available, that play needs to work. That player needs to really pan out and be a game changer for the Giants. Because if not, it's another wasted draft, another wasted pick, another year where you don't get your QB, and who knows when you'll go get one. is looking scary. This upcoming draft is going to be really vital for the Giants' future, but not only their future, their near future. Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll, it's looking like they're heading into their last season potentially if they don't figure things out. And best believe, I guarantee Joe Schoen is not going to want to go into next season banking on Daniel Jones coming back from an ACL surgery, trying to carry them to the playoffs. They're not going to be banking on that. They tried to put all their chips in last season. You saw how it crumbled. We landed with the top pick. They got to make something shake to go get a QB, and there's a chance that it might not. With the way some of these mock drafts are ending up, I can definitely see it ending up in that way. A lot of them have the Bears taking Caleb Williams #1, and once again, if I'm the Bears, I'm taking Caleb Williams as well. Why not just restart the clock, pay your rookie quarterback, and also, who knows, Caleb Williams' floor might be what Justin Fields is right now. And I'm taking that 100%. If I'm the Commanders, I'm seeing whatever quarterback falls to me. If I'm the Patriots, I'm taking Jaden Daniels. You need a QB for the future. Now, if the Patriots somehow, some way, you know what it is with the Patriots. They like to trade back and get more picks. Bill Belichick is out. Bill Belichick liked to do that. Bill Belichick just parted ways with the Patriots today. Most likely, you're going to see them taking a quarterback along with their new head coach to move into the future. So the Giants might have to figure out a way to either trade back and go get another QB or go all in on a receiver and hope for the best. It's an uncomfortable position right now, and me being a Giants fan, like I said, the more we talk about it and the more we look into the draft, there's a couple months before the draft, it just shows that the Giants right now, you don't know what they're going to do. Like there's no correct pick they can make. There might be a chance, once again, that there's no QB available, so I'm going to have to go with the wide receiver Malik Neighbors, or maybe Coleman out of Florida State, or maybe Odunze from Washington. Which direction can they go? Which direction should they go? You guys let me know down in the comments, man, what you guys think on it. And once again, if a quarterback was there, I'm taking one. If Jaden Daniels somehow, some way finds his way to #6, I'm taking him at #6. If he slips past maybe to #4, where the Cardinals are picking, you might have to trade up to #4 to go take him before somebody else does. The Giants need to get a guy. And if they slip down the board, the Giants need to pounce on it. But unfortunately, like I said, man, the Giants might not even have an opportunity to get any of these QBs if they're taking top 3. Because I'm not taking Michael Penix in the top 6. I'm not taking McCarthy in the top 6. If one of those things happen, I don't know what my draft reaction is going to be like. And I bet there's going to be a lot of reactions going on YouTube with Giants creators talking about that, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Subscribe. Also, Road to 10K still active, man. Like out the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay tuned for more draft content. Peace. What's going on, family? Back on here with the Juke, man. And calling all the Daniel Jones haters. Pull up to this video. Watch this video real quick. The New York Yankees lose the series. They get swept back in the third quarter. The third quarter was really when we started to make our moves. And DeMar Banger.
Make sure you subscribe to the Juke.